in Europe. No more Shadow Dragonite. It's Fortress into Credilli. It's the best lead possible for P4TOM4N, and he's gone triple weak to Fortress.
Oh my goodness, we've got a very good opportunity for P4TOM4N to make full effect of his
Oh wait, how do you not go weak to Fortress? His entire team is weak to Fortress. 6 times weak to Fortress. It's CLeonardo here. How is he gonna get around this?
Well, it's a testament to the point we were making. These out of meta picks, some team players just do not account for. So P4TOM4N has got a prime opportunity here to utilize his Pokemon that he's done so well with up until this point, the winners finals, and we're going to be able to find out if he is able to keep on going with it.
We saw a little bit of an undercharge from P4TOM4N there, and in fact, these double Swifts are going to be reached before Fortress can get to a Rock Tomb, and now it seems like we've kind of removed our greatest threat off the field. At the same time, Abomasnow is so good into this team. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Abomasnow and Fortress are completely free into CLeonardo's entire team of 6. How do you address the Abomasnow now? You got to come back in with the Credilli, but you're going to take this super effective ice damage. Weather Ball going to be launched on charge. No, right before charge attack priority. Think Credilli would lose that, but now you could just no-shield this like that. You have to shield this because, oh yeah, you have the Zoomer in the back. How do you address all these Pokemon? This is so tough for CLeonardo, but as long as you can get this Rock Tomb debuff, you may be able to hang on to the next Weather Ball, making you get both the shields here.
Well, the team may be weak to these Pokemon, but I tell you what isn't, the mental fortitude of CLeonardo. He's made it so far, and I'm sure he's got some idea of how he's going to take on these 2 Pokemon in the team of P4TOM4N.
I'm still in disbelief just looking at this matchup, like, honestly. Like, it is so difficult to play out of this. Farm down on the Credilli, and I think you just crashed the Azumarill into this, sneak through the bubble, because you have to save the Furret. That Gastrodon is looking scary in the back. While we bring in the Furret, we're just going to take the Rock Tomb to the face. And now, how do you deal with this? Azumarill's down a shield, but not out of the game. Can it take on the Gastrodon in a 0-1 shield scenario? It's got to take on the Abomasnow as well. Has a bubble to its name, but honestly, I think P4TOM4N can win this without even showing his 3rd Pokemon.
CLeonardo down to his final Pokemon, Azumarill. It's a very tanky Pokemon. We've seen it time and time again, but you do have to take into account P4TOM4N still got 2 Pokemon remaining and a shield. It is looking very good for P4TOM4N in this instance.
I'm trying to think about what you would do if you're CLeonardo here, and I'm struggling. I'm really struggling because it seems like this team from P4TOM4N is brilliant. He has answers into almost everything, right? I think the Charge Bug is probably his best bet. Charge Bug only weak into Unova Stunfisk and Gastrodon, although that's quite a lot to be weak to. Charge Bug could be
coming towards the end of game 1 here. We are seeing the Leaf type move being thrown into the Azumarill, and I think that will be enough to secure the win of the first point here in the winners finals. Yes, it is. P4TOM4N not even having to show his 3rd Pokemon here. And you're saying about potentially bringing in the Charge Bug into game 2.
It's been a signature pick
going to P4TOM4N.
It's been a signature pick the whole time. I think it has great play into Abomasnow, Altaria. Well, Altaria is okay, but it's definitely pretty favored, I think, in the 2-shield scenario for Charge Bug. Then you have Azumarill and Fortress, which, honestly, I'm not going to pretend like it's that good against Fortress, but it's something, right? Like, it's something to bite away at. And here, you see the team. This is a masterpiece here from P4TOM4N. Absolutely superb. The call to make Abomasnow and Fortress pretty much meta for this weekend almost. And understanding that, hey, I'm not expecting a lot of Shadow Talonflame. I'm happy to run 2 Pokemon that are 4 times weak. The Shadow Talonflame. We have so many answers though to cover them, honestly. And I really can appreciate the team building that went here.
And we've seen a few of the Talonflame make it through to this weekend, but really not enough of them, not enough sheer mass to really threaten this team here from P4TOM4N. On the other side, again, we're looking at that Credilli. We're looking at the Charge Bug. Charge Bug has been such a staple for this side, and I'm really hopeful to see it maybe in this next game, see if it was able to put in the shift that we've seen it put in all weekend.
I feel like you need Marowak for the Fortress. It's your only way to do neutral damage. But honestly, this seems so tricky. How? Because Marowak against Shadow Fortress, it's a good, somewhat favored matchup, but at the same time, Fortress Bug Bites just do so much damage to everything. This is the problem with like CLeonardo's team not having a steal, is that he basically has no way to shut down the Fortress energy. One of his best options is Azumarill, and as you see here, they're going to lead Furret into the Fortress. We saw earlier that honestly this didn't seem so bad for the Furret, but Now, how do you address the Gastrodon, the Abomasnow in the back? So many problems here, but CLeonardo has shown so much fortitude and mental strength to be able to continue playing this here with the Furret. He lets it go, and maybe he saves the energy and goes to Azumarill. I'm starting to like where this is going.
We're seeing this Rock Tomb land very early doors here, and Furret has had to take that blow, but we are seeing that trusty Charger Bug being brought in now, being met by Gastrodon.
Gastrodon doesn't throw a charge attack yet. We'll be able to reach this Water Pulse, but it's going to be the X-Scissor that gets thrown out first. Now, at the back-to-back X-Scissors, if you can grab this second shield, this first shield, maybe you can set your Furret up for knocking out this Gastrodon. X-Scissor going to be queued up immediately. Gastrodon may have to shield here if he wants to protect that Gastrodon and all the energy attached to it.
And the Charger Bug throws the move. It does get shielded. PaToMan respecting that one and still farming up a lot of energy here on the Gastrodon.
But if we shield here, we can throw the X-Scissor off and then... Okay, so we can come into the Furret and maybe just throw our Trailblaze immediately. This is interesting. We're taking the Body Slam on the Azumarill. So interesting. His decisions here, trying to manage the energy from PaToMan, saving the energy on the Furret, and now we just don't have any pressure into this Fortress. How are we going to get it off the field? Rock Tomb's going to get queued in onto this Azumarill. Can we knock it out? Can we knock this Fortress out at all? Are we going to see the third Pokemon from PaToMan?
Coming through and also getting that attack debuff. This Fortress proving to be a real problem into the team of CLeonardo here. But we are going to see a resilient attempt here with a play rough. Resisted, but still doing a decent amount of damage. We're seeing a Swift come off now. Is it going to be enough to finally knock out this Fortress?
Finally, a tale as old as time. Fortress has been taking over this tournament, and it's taking over CLeonardo's team. It's pretty much destroying everything in its path, just debuffing, bug biting, and debuffing again. And it seems so difficult to overcome. Abomasnow taking the Swift to the face. No problems here. Furret gonna get a couple sucker punches off. Puts it into player French for the Azumarill. Maybe there's honestly, with no energy, it's so difficult. Maybe we have to call a Weather Ball bait, but at the end of the day, this is just too little too late. Azumarill has tried its best, but unfortunately, Abomasnow is putting it to the test. Shields the Weather Ball bait. You can see, not so happy about that. But of course, PaToMan is playing out of his mind. He's making every right call. Another Weather Ball goes through. Do you call the bait? No. Another shield is applied from CLeonardo on the Weather Ball. PaToMan is making every call right. He's playing out of his mind. Gastrodon comes in, gets to the Body Slam. And Azumarill is going to finally get taken out here.
What a game here from PaToMan. This has been incredibly close, but ends... Oh, is it still going on? But I think one or two more fast attacks will be enough to finally take out this Pokemon from CLeonardo.
How do you address the Fortress? Honestly, this is a great time. Hashtag play Pokemon. Tell us how you would address the Fortress, because PaToMan is not only bringing the Fortress that's so strong, but he's playing out of his mind. He's making every right read. He's making every right swap and fully understanding what CLeonardo needs to do to neutralize this Pokemon. A Fortress and Abomasnow. He's bringing counters such as the Gastrodon to that Charger Bug, queuing it in as soon as he understands that, hey, I know the Charger Bug is coming. We're just going to put it in and call it a day. And now, CLeonardo, he's going to have to start making huge adaptations. What Pokemon is he going to swap over to better neutralize these threats? I think he may have to try something like the Marowak to get onto a Fortress, just some way to use fast attack pressure and get it down into the red health. Maybe finish it off with the Furret, but it's going to have to be a team effort. It's going to have to be quite the team effort.
Well, for the viewers at home, this is a best of 5 as a contrast to all the other games where it's a best of 3. This game, as it is the winners finals, will be first to 3 points. So there's still an opportunity for CLeonardo to overturn perhaps and make it to the grand finals. Either way, even if he does lose this game, there's still an opportunity for CLeonardo to make it to the grand finals and maybe some time to think about how to beat this team on PaToMan's side.
It's going to be very difficult, especially 2 games behind against PaToMan. I don't think any player wants to be in this position. But of course, CLeonardo has been taking a couple of minutes to take out his team. He's definitely playing from the back foot here, but he's not out of it just yet. He needs to make a couple of correct calls here. He needs to make the right line decisions, and he needs to really get the Fortress and Abomasnow down.
He's done enough to get this far, to make it to the winners finals. I believe that it is still possible for CLeonardo to make it all the way.
Credilli could be one of those plays because you can address everything on his team with Credilli except the Fortress. That's kind of the problem, right? It looks so solid into like Altaria, Unova Stunfisk, Gastron, Azumarill, and Abomasnow's all right, but Fortress is just such a challenge for it. How will he align the stars? How will he align the leads? It's going to be Fortress into an Azumarill, and typically I think this is pretty bad, but he's got the Credilli in the back, so this is probably the best case scenario for CLeonardo.
It's definitely not an optimal position, but it's definitely the position.
It's a position.
It's a position, which is not the worst. We're seeing P4TOM4N playing the same line 3 times in a row here. And we're also seeing an Ice Beam come off here onto the Fortress.
You can start to see the desperation, right? Just throwing the Ice Beam onto the Fortress, kind of just wanting to get any kind of damage on it.
Damage is damage.
Yeah, I mean, fair game, right? Rock Tomb coming through from Credilli, but it's going to lose Charge Attack priority. Abomasnow, Weather Ball queued up, ready to go. Do you shield this first Charge Attack? No, you don't. Happy with the shield advantage you're going to get here, but if Abomasnow can Powder Snow down in 6, you're not going to be able to reach another Rock Tomb.
It's going to be very, very close here. We're going to see the race to the next charge move. Is CLeonardo going to make it through, or is P4TOM4N going to throw a Weather Ball perhaps just to secure? Yeah, we're going to throw it just before, just to secure, make sure that everything is safe. Do not have to use another shield.
Now, don't forget, there's Abomasnow energy, there's Fortress energy, and there's an Azumarill and a Furret with not a whole lot of energy to their name, but you have 2 shields. This is going to come down to being able to knock out the Gastron in the end game. CLeonardo tries to queue in the catch, but it's going to be the Fortress that gets that Rock Tomb off first. If we can land a Swift, maybe we can give ourselves an edge here. Maybe we can let ourselves bubble this Fortress down. But for now, Rock Tomb is almost being reached. He's going to have to throw. He's going to have to try to catch. And this is the correct play from CLeonardo. Good recognition. Gastron on the back. There's so much energy on the Furret. It's honestly a bit threatened by that idea.
Well, he's already seen the Gastrodon in the back in a previous game, and there's no reason for P4TOM4N to change his lineup up. So he is absolutely trying to cool this team and maybe play it to the best of his ability, even with the downside of the 2 Pokemon that really are threatening his team.
Sandtomb gets launched from P4TOM4N. Does this give an opportunity? Yes, he can now go into the Gastrodon. Gastrodon happy to just be letting it go here. Understands that this Gastrodon is a bit of a liability now. Understanding that Trailblaze from the Furret, being able to knock it out is not going to be great for P4TOM4N. Can't see Leonardo get out of here with the energy. Can he get out? He can get out with the flare up. Now, does he throw the Trailblaze? No, he baits with the Swift. P4TOM4N, does he decide to respect this Swift? He shields the bait.
He does respect the Swift. He respects the fact that it could be a Trailblaze and then ends up giving the shield, but does not take another Trailblaze before throwing off a move of his own. CLeonardo deciding whether or not the shield, and he lets it go. A very good call here from CLeonardo.
And now, P4TOM4N, it's his time to snipe with the Abomasnow. Come in, throw the Weather Ball, and knock on the Furret. No, it's going to be another no-shield call. Fortress comes in, just tries to bug bite down, but no, you just can't get rid of the Fortress. It's been the theme of this entire set. It's been the play of the day. Fortress coming in and finally tanking that last bit of energy. Gastron finishes off the Furret, and it's going to finish off the Azumarill. P4TOM4N has played out of his mind here. Abomasnow going to take out the Azumarill. Look at him, calm, confident, and taking off his headphones. He understands that he has gotten the job done here. 3-0 against CLeonardo, and he has made another Grand Finals.
What a game here for P4TOM4N, recognizing that he's got 2 Pokemon that are so strong into CLeonardo, who's put through such a great, valiant performance today. Unfortunately, to be knocked down to the losers bracket here, but still in the game. He can win the losers bracket and end up flipping the bracket, a potential reset, and end up playing.